Hello everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. This is going to be my complete walkthrough for Caria Manor. We're starting from here because when I did this on the draft walkthrough, Bill wanted to see how we get there. So, quick introduction to that. We are obviously in the northwestern region of the Lakes of Leonia. The series is pretty cool, so I do quite like it here, even if the hand enemies are a bit creepy. And there's kind of a bit of a trick in progressing forward from where we are, so I just want to make sure that we cover that. So we're going to head out from here. Obviously this character hasn't cleared these ruins yet. We will be covering those in a future episode when I find that we've gotten to the end of an episode and just has some spare space on it. This place has like a lot of disappearing and reappearing little mages. They can be kind of annoying, but they're not really too bad. We just want to kind of head towards this wall here, give it a poke, and then we can head on through for that. Tag the Grace. I suppose we could rest, but there's really no need to. We can go ahead and have a speak to E.G. He does sell some stuff, but realistically speaking, we are better off coming back here after we've spoken with an NPC that we'll be speaking to shortly. Depending on the order in which you speak to him and this next NPC, the dialogue does change, but it doesn't really affect too much. So it's up to you guys kind of what you want to do with that. In terms of me trying to keep this episode as close to the 20-minute mark as I can, I don't think I'm going to achieve that. I'm just going to pass on pretty quickly. As you can see, we get these showers of magical arrows raining down on us, but they're not too bad. They don't do like the world's most damage. Although I suppose if you get hit by too many, they will add up. So here we are, at Caria Manor. If you are a character that has good affinity for fire abilities, this is going to be an absolute cakewalk for you. That being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have some... I think I should be able to put some fire on my rapier if I wish to, but there's really no need for this character. That's just not going to do us any favours. So bring something fiery nature with you that is going to help you out, and I'll try to demonstrate this fairly quickly. We can obviously summon this initial area as well if we wish to. Where are we? We should have a large hand on this right hand side that'll drop down for me. From here, little guinea pig, I just want to show this off. So if we set it on fire, excuse me sir, still, you'll see that it stuns it and it kind of has a bit of a panic at you for a little bit. So that's just a good way to give yourself a little bit of a break if they are pressuring you too much. These are, well, they have one of my least favourite movesets, particularly with some of the ways that they can charge you and that kind of thing. So just having some fire with you is going to be an advantage in this area. Again, well done to those that are playing as a Pyromancer type build. This is going to be your easiest challenge yet, basically. We're going to come over this way. I think it's a cookbook in here. It has been a while since I've been through, but I do know how to get all of the loot. I just don't know exactly what's where, so don't worry about that too much. I'll deal with this guy nice and quickly. We don't want him chasing us. I'm going to leave my my summon until we are a bit further through, I think. Oh. Do you mind, sir? Do you mind? We've got more stuff we want to pick up first. So the reason this right-hand side is good first is because we're going to be able to cheese a few enemies in a second. And we should actually get Carian Piercer here as well. I say should, we're going to get Carian Piercer here. I don't know why I say it that way. We're just not going to trigger these traps if we can help it. Smith Stone 3, good for those of you using special weapons. Come on around, come on around. I feel like they've done this on purpose, right? You just come over here and you can see an area that we can, you know, cheese out some of these enemies we got. The smaller ones aren't really too much of an issue. It's always the big ones that are a problem. So that's the one that we want to deal with. This one should show us another troublesome move here. And I'm in a safe place, so I could probably get hit by it and not really worry too much. But that purple move it was trying to do just there before it kind of took the stagger there. That will freeze you in place while it runs at you and does a grab attack like that. I can't believe I can reach up here. That's crazy. Did not realize it could reach. Right, okay, so we switch to this. Alright, Alright, so this should reach over there. I wonder if the pebble will reach. I want to test the extremity of the range increase we've had. Nearly. Wow. Wow, okay. Cool. The range on that must have increased. I do not remember the rocks flowing that far. One of my biggest bugbears on the first walkthrough was that the mage was not a ranged enough character. They seem to have fixed that, which is rather nice. Cool, so the big hand's gone from this little bit then. You can take a jump down there. I'm not going to waste that. What's going to be better? Carian, Greatsword. I think Gleam to Dark's going to be better. Let's not go down exactly where they're waiting for me like a bunch of circling sharks. Let's go down like this. Like I say, these ones just are not as much of an issue. They can be if you get like cornered or something, but... Ow, oh my god. He says. I have such little defense that almost anything can put me down if I'm not careful. Let's loot our way around this side then. So if you want to kind of see this as a map, you can see we're kind of just working around this eastern kind of area first, because the path of progression is directly opposite. If you don't care about anything we pick up here, you could just easily come out this way. You can kind of edge your way around this left-hand side. You'll end up coming under this bridge, and you can come around here, and then you'll end up in the building. That's where the next grace is. So, like, actually progressing through here can be much quicker if you're not bothered about collecting everything. But I definitely am. The thing to try to pay attention to is the upper bits, but also you need to keep an eye out for fingernails in the ground. You can actually see some just over there. I'll be able to give you guys a bit of a better example of that. Oh, you had to aggro, didn't you? Come here, come here, come here, come here. Yeah, stay there. You can see them definitely better now. That's good. Two birds, one stone. No, don't go into it. So that's one of the big ones, kind of waiting to trap you. We're not going to stand on that. That'll be crazy. Probably would be an insta-death for me. My Andraste here, she's doing pretty good for us there. Nice crest shield. Then that's pretty much all of this ring done. Hello, you. Always annoys me when it's so close to a one-shot kill. Right, and this is the fountain. So actually near the beginning again here, that's rather nice. So this bit you need to be careful because there are two. Where's the second one? There are two. In fact, no, that makes three. I was looking the wrong way. Excuse me. I'm almost at powered up mode. Please don't hit me now. Let's deal with you. We want as little interference with these as we can. Oh no, it's not going to happen, is it? So can I reach you from here? No. Oh, you're coming now though. Hello. Come on then, let's have you. This'll reach though, I'm sure. Oh yes, thank you. So it takes 3 rounds of that to knock that down. That's like almost boss levels. It's gonna get me. There you go, you guys can see me get trapped now. It's kind of what happens, look. I just figured I'd let that hit me so you guys can see it before... whilst I kind of... I kind of knew that was gonna die. But it wasn't dead when I got hit. I was a bit like, oh, that could have been a bad idea, but there we go. Or obviously we could just kind of... Whoops. Kind of dislocked there. Just start out with that, look. It's like almost half its health in one firebomb. No, I'm not. We're not letting that happen again. Let's go with something that casts a bit quicker, I think, because otherwise it's gonna charge me real quickly. Yeah, see. Don't think you're safe behind no trees, right? Excuse me, but no. Got to be careful about where we go, because if I'd have gone too far the other way, that other one would have aggroed on us. That brings us back to the beginning area. So in terms of direction then, you want to clear your way along this side, hook around here, and then come back towards the entrance to get all of the loot. Don't worry about the closed door that we saw a second ago. We'll be doing that in a bit. This one here is your lesson in don't stand on the fingernails. So we're gonna adhere to that lesson. I think that's like a smithing stone or something. It really isn't all that. You know, I'm gonna show it, stuff it. There's one that I'm not gonna get because it's not worth it. But here you go. Yeah, you guys can see it now. Let's do that. Oh, it missed. That's not good. Let me out of here. Let me out of this place. Boom. Eat that. No, I don't think so. Oh no, I'm out of FP. Oh, just crazy. These can close distance so fast. I'm actually out of FP flasks. That's not happened in a long time. Which I feel like, you know, should be a demonstration as to just how much we're having to fight here. Rhyme Crystal Blood, even worse than I thought it was. So yes, I'm not too bothered about that. It's the same story over by those crystals over there, where it's another really kind of not that great piece of loot that it's kind of trying to tempt you with. It's just a shiny. So we're going to leave the next one. Yeah, we have to be careful of you. It's like my spider sense is tinkling. I remember this. One didn't set you on fire. Come on now. I'm owed a fire. Oh my gosh, I didn't think you'd get up the wall there. Oh, the baby one's got him now. Just my... Oh man, this is really bad to fight on. No. Must have a range on it. How far does that go? Really? Luckily it wasn't close enough to capitalize on that, but wow. I didn't think that was going to go that far. You know what I'm tempted to do right now? I'm going to do this. Free aim. Boom. Oh, I didn't kill it. I can't craft because we're in combat. I thought I was being smart. Not smart enough, it says. And we're almost out of FP. Oh man, we're in a real bad state now. I'm going to need more of these. That blessed dew been doing the work here though. That's real nice. Right, so I don't think there's anything mega important ahead of us around here. We've got the... Yeah, we've got the Carian piercer out of the garden, so we've got all of the main important stuff, so that's good. We're just going to keep to this left-hand side. That there is another one that's just like some round... Are you chasing me? Yeah, you are. Let's deal with you. Come here. The small ones just aren't as bad, categorically so. That place is littered with, and you should be able to see a couple of them already, look, we've got littered with loads of big and little hands. Now the thing is, the big hands will only activate when you kind of stand on them and they can get you. The little hands are not the same. They will activate before you get to them usually, almost kind of, I guess, signifying their lack of experience and age. However, when there are a lot of them around, what ends up happening is you're trying to fight them and you end up just kind of accidentally going into the big hands, which is just really not an ideal situation in my opinion. I don't mind going for this one, I suppose. This one's not so bad. But that one over there, I just don't think it's just not worth it. Especially when there's just this stuff all over the place. There's loads of it around. Like, if it was an item worth fighting all of these hands for, maybe. But nah, we're good. And because there's so little for us to fight here, it almost got me there, look at that. I'm just going to say, we're just going to run past all of this. We're just going to run past all of this. Come into the side. We don't want to get hit by... We don't want to get hit by none of that. And then... Let's take this. So, in here, we're going to go ahead and grab this item. And I'm just going to mention something. Don't moan at me because we're not getting that in this episode. You cannot get to there from inside Caria Manor. You have to jump off a cliff. Quite literally. So, now that we've reached this grace, we're going to head on outside. We can head to the left first. Is it? No, it's not this left, it's going to be that left. These bridges are traps, so bring something that'll allow you to penetrate enemies because there will be groups. Where's the second group? Should be more. Oh, another on full health should change my... I'm not on full health now though. Too late. Oh! Couldn't get it off in time. I really need to get Radagon's icon. It's got to be a thing. And the reason I keep missing with that Carian greatsword is because we're going to get a better one later, and I'm sure that one has better range than this. We should actively heal here. I don't think there's anything around this tower. No, we don't jump off here. We're going to come around here. Should be a rune arc, I think, on the other side of this one. And we're just going to grab it and run because this triggers a load of enemies and I don't want to fight that one out. So we're just going to do this and we're going to leave. And then we're going to come off this way. Where is it? This way. Should be, yes, here. I don't know why it allows us to get over. There's no loot there. Look. Come down here. This is a popular weapon. I haven't used it. A lot of people like it. It's got like an AoE, I think, for its weapon art. Sword of Night and Flame. Those of you using a crazy faith int build, which is doable. Like, if you don't mind going up to like level 200 or whatever, which I may recommend people do. I feel like that's something that a lot of people should do. That will be pretty good for you. So yeah, that just opens this door. You can kind of see in here already. And we've got a bit of loot out there that we didn't pick up. We might as well go grab it. Much as of a trap as it is. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Oh man. Let's get out of here quickly. Okay, well, you're going to be a pain. Oh, it's still going to let me fast travel because it can't get me. That's hilarious. So now we'll just fast travel back to the Greece. So next up from here, we're going to go back across the bridge. Should be a hand right there. Look, if you wanted to torment one. I actually thought when I first saw that one, it was going to be like a double trap. Oh man, I hate that move so much. You know, now that I think about it, there's nothing to pick up on this bridge when I think about it. Alright, I'm going to reset this again. I know it's a bit of a mess around. We're going to run past all this because it's just a nightmare otherwise. Especially for this character, we do not have the fortitude to take hits from them. So we're just going to pass by. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go on the left hand side. The next bridge is even worse. It's going to have a ton more enemies on it. If you guys prefer fighting past it all, more power to you, you do that. But we really just do not need... We do not need to fight any of this, so we can just literally move past it all, as you can see. Could have even made this easier by using something like the... Turtle Talisman, but... There is too much there for me to be caring about right now, so let's just... Ouch. Getting over this way. Hilarious that the bolts don't do terrible amounts of damage. We can just rest at this grace and reset them. We will need to go back down. There is a drop-off over there that we'll want to get. There's a whip down there, the Yurumi, and I think it's a stone sword key. I think it is. Do I want health? I don't know if I do. I'm being really stubborn about not putting any health on, and I feel like it's going to be a detriment eventually, but I'm having too much fun playing risky like this at the moment. This boss is probably going to one-shot me though. Next boss for us. Now that everything's all reset and we used all of our runes up, we can come back down here and we'll go off the left. Interesting, no one's actually put a sign down there for people to see. Jumpy trick. I'm going to go on over like that. Down here. Make sure you don't fall off. Ready for a few baby hands. Just a few. I think that's all of them. It's a much tougher enemy coming soon though. I think it might be the first one we've seen as well. We've got like an Iron Maiden shaped enemy, that's what I call it. I think it has a different name, like an Abductor or Adjudicator or something like this. There's a boss that's named after it, but I ain't bothered about that. Instead, we're gonna fire rocks at this. This thing has the potential to probably insta-kill me. I'm unsure if this one does a similar thing to one we're going to see later in the Caria Academy. Right, so you see those arms? They're going to try and grab you and then it's going to try and eat you alive. We know about that life, so we're going to try and avoid that as much as possible. Like the plague, some might say. Just an absurd amount of defense on you, though. Come here. EFP. It's going to get around any second. Oh, can we... I was going to say, can we get you stuck on that corner? I would love to get you stuck on a corner. That didn't work. Okay, well, you know what? Being as you're there and I am too lazy to deal with your crap, we're just going to come around for the loot. It doesn't really drop anything good, we're just trying to get past it so we can get to the Sunstone 3. And that kind of makes me happy, so... There we go. So now we can head on back to the Manor upper level, Greece. And now we can take on the final parts of Caria Manor. As you can see, this place is quite big. We got Wolfies. Here's one full health. I need to retain this practice. You patrolled off. That's not happening to me at all. Yeah. Means this has now got mega range. Like, I can't believe it reaches that far. That's amazing. You see, there's way more health than they have any business having for a respawnable normal enemy, effectively. They're just kind of upgraded wolves, right? Especially as you know, you might consider us a DPS class, but although to be fair, I don't think that's ever true of a caster in this game, because I feel like most of the time my greatsword was doing way more damage than this caster was, and this caster is leaning way more on its damage stats than my strength build. Now, maybe we're missing out on some damage because we don't have a high scaling staff right now, but hopefully we'll be able to fix that soon enough. Will this stun you? I saw you being stunnable there. No, not enough anyway. I just need an opportunity to heal. There we go. Gotta be an opportunist. Gotta be an opportunist. That should be enough for us to get an extra flask, but before we do that, let's just clear everything else out, and then we can do a main run. I'm gonna want this. I think it's this one's an upgrade stone. Might actually be a talisman now. I can't remember. Ooh, very nice. Let's take that. Come here. Oh, I missed it. I wonder if you're affected as much as the hands by the fire. Oh, you're not gonna let me find out here. Don't think so. Crystal Bud. That was completely wrong. That was not worth it. Another one. In the not worth it pile. We'll come back down there anyway for that. So now we're onto the stairs. Large stairs. Do I even need to choose? I've got 3 flasks left. And we can have Lootle here. Were we able to have Lootle here before? I feel like that's changed. Must have changed. Okay, well anyway, let's show the preferable way up. And this is the way you're probably going to use if you need to do repeated boss runs, because it'll allow you to skip everything we're going to have to defeat in a second. But we do need to do it. The giant drops a large sword. It's kind of funny just how many like int strength weapons there are in this game. I feel like they really have intended for us to... I've taken too long to get ready here, haven't I? See, it feels like they really have intended for us to mix up how we take on enemies. Right, come on then, let's have you in here. If we're gonna fight this guy like this. Oh no, that's not good space for me to be getting afflicted by that. Excuse me, sir. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you really wouldn't fight it from this direction. You'd just kind of want to run past him. Which is why I was saying this is probably what you'll use for your boss run rather than fighting this guy. I can't believe your scream does that much damage. Oh, I'm going to lose Lootle in a minute. It's not going to be helpful at all. Oh, didn't even see that coming. Lootle's doing a good job there. Right, let's get Rune Archon. Let's clear this all out. Come on. No, 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 no. Wow, they've done a number on you. Here we go, right. So this is another one. This is one of those encounters that really is only troubling because there's so many. And so much of it is resistant to my damage, so. Oh, there's another one back there. God damn it. Quick. I've got to get him with a backstab on you or something. Oh. Real messy here. It's my fault. So sorry. I've got to be careful about going backwards because there's a ledge there, if I remember rightly. I need to not... Oh no, it's not a ledge, it's just the stairs. Okay. There we go. So that's that bit. Oh, you're going to stay with me for all of this. Okay, that's good. So, Troll Sword. Let's clear these as well. These have exploding bolts, so you don't want to get hit by it, especially if you're in the state that I'm in right now. I actually need to change to this a bit of time. It should be one on the other side as well. When it comes to, again, running for the boss, you're going to want to come on this right-hand side, because there are less of these enemies. Oh. You're going to fade right there. Come on then, let's pull this one down. Just to save myself some FP there. Cool, which means this is where Lootle's going to finish then. Let's just go and do this lower part. Where are we? Is it here? I think it's here. Should be a drop off for the bit of loot so we'd get later. I can hear a beetle. Oh, it's probably on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other side of the wall, that's why. There we go, smithing stone. Oops, sorry. Just touched the mic there with the headset. And then we can progress up the stairs here for... Oops, I need to move that really badly. We can progress up the stairs here for the left side. There's going to be another one of these. I wonder if we can draw it down. Have Lootle deal with it. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to heal while Lootle takes care of that for me. Heh. Very good. We like that. So this is going to be the boss room. The boss doesn't start until you touch the water in the middle. We'll be doing that this episode as well. We're on half an hour. This is going to be way longer than any of my other videos. You made it this far. Thank you very much. Oh, a lot of people died doing this. Really? I guess they must have gone straight forward. Where did you go? You knew which way to go, but you didn't jump very well. Interesting. In any case, you can see what we've got to do. Jump over here. And then it's over this way. Is that a run or is that... I'm going to take a jump off there. Whoops. Oh, man. No, I'm confusing myself with my fingers. I keep pressing things in the wrong order. We'll pop over there, you can see, look. I suppose we could deal with you from here. Oh, it's not going to let me lock on. I have no form of recovery of any kind. So this blue bar that I've got left is all I've got left. I don't think that one drops anything, though. I don't think it drops it. Cast. Let me have a look here. Yeah, there's a cracked pot down here, but you don't drop it. So we're going to pop this instead. And that way if we get hit, we'll at least be able to resist a hit. We won't have to worry about it. Where is it? There we are. Cracked pot. There we are, see? Now we don't have to worry about the big pot, we're just going to run around instead. Strip down this bit. Some more pots. By the way, this isn't the glyph I was talking about for the piece of loot inside the church. It will probably be in the next episode. While wondering about that. Continue on around. Do these have loot behind them? I don't think they do. Oh, they do have something. It's not all that worth it though, especially if I die now. Where is it? There we are, down to there. That's not it. I need to not get hit off one of these ledges, otherwise it's going to hurt a lot. Stop. Nope. Oh man, I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh dear. Okay, so because we're running around, I figured we'd pick up from the level with the double pots on it. Just want to come back over to this end. So you can jump off. And then we can go back over to this way. As you can see from the amount of flasks that I've got, if you just do going past stuff real quickly, you can see that you get here without using too much of your resources. And then here we'll have Ash of War, Carian Grandeur. Drop off down if you want. Don't know why I would. So yeah, from here we'll fast travel back to the Grace, and then we're going to deal with the boss. Okay then, so back at the Grace. I'm going to change my physics slightly. Take the bubble off. I don't feel like taking an additional hit throughout the whole fight is going to be as good as. Let's increase the speed at which we can kill the boss. We'll use our seed that we got, combined with the other two previously had. That's going to give us... Oops, no, not charges. Allocate flasks. 5 and 5, well, has to be this way. The rule is there must always be more blue than red. And that is us as prepared for this as we're going to be. Probably don't need fire bombs on. And we're going to want sword talisman on. So if we do survive a hit, that's just going to basically be restoring our 10% additional damage. And that's as good to go. Or as good to go as we're going to get. How much int do we have now? 29. We're halfway there. Once we hit 60, we can actually get ourselves some much stronger staffs, which is going to be a world difference, in my opinion. You could even go as far as to dual wield staffs, but I don't know if I'm going to go that far. I really like having my my ability to step out of the way of damage available. Creating distance is useful. So, just so you guys can see how we get to the boss quickly, make sure, in my opinion, you deal with this guy on the way up, because He kind of patrols around, so being a different place each time you come up here, but every time you come up these stairs, he always fires one of his pebbles at me, and it always just does my head in, and I take that little bit of damage on the way here. Probably the most annoying thing is we are going to need to deal with one of the pages. Otherwise, it's just going to follow us up to the boss, and then Lootle is going to get distracted at the boss door. So we're going to need to take care of you. Oh man, it's way more damage than I wanted to take before going in. Excuse me. And that, that is also an annoyance. That doesn't usually follow like that. Never mind. We've got what we've got. Obviously you can't summon Lootle in until the boss begins, which is exactly when we step into this water. So, pop your physic now. Get this out as quickly as you can. Now if you want an obstacle to allow you to avoid some of the attacks this boss does, there is a, I don't know what we're going to call it, a pillar thing over in the corner. Oh wow, tried to block her and she broke your guard. Well, we can get some good damage on this. Come on, give me a stun, that'd be lovely. Yes. She's powered up. It's gonna come getting bad now. You're gonna want some revenge now, aren't you, Loretta? Yes, you are. Oh. Come on, Lootle. Draw some attention. Come on. Yes. That's gonna come for me. I don't think so. Right. Oh, while he was on his knees. There we go. So if you don't feel like you want to take her in open combat, you can instead opt to come up this way, and you can kite her around this. That's actually how I used to do it most of the time, mostly because we did not have that amount of range on the spells. It has changed the game for me a lot, I have to say. Good thing is, that concludes Caria Manor. Now, of course, I did a lot of that, probably in a bit more in endurance mode than maybe you needed to, but as everything can get right now, the cliff, if you're wondering, to get the loot that was here, is, as you might imagine from the map, right here. So you're going to want to come out of this gate and around the side here, and then you'll be able to get that. I might even start with that in the next episode. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit bugged that I don't have a level right now. So maybe we'll do that. I just want to have a level out of a boss fight because that just makes me feel better. How many skills do we have? Is that going to be enough? No. The reason, and you're going to see in the next episode I want to do this, is because we're going to have to run past a dragon. And I say run past because there's just really no point in us fighting the dragon, because you'll only be able to get it down to half health, and we'll actually defeat the dragon later in the game anyway. So there's really all but no need to die or lose runes to it. So I'm just going to do that here. I know it's a slight abridgment of my rules, but it's only going to be in situations where I feel like we want to get rid of all of our runes that I'll do something like that. Either way, in the next episode then we'll be on to Three Sisters. Out the other door, not that one. So I hope you guys will join me for that, and I'll see you all again soon.